Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is E from the Easy Entrepreneur YouTube channel. You know, I flip diabetic supplies full time, where we buy diabetic supplies from people who have access to them. We buy with our cash, then we sell to wholesale vendors, right? Who in turn, they distribute this stuff all across the country, stuff like that. And we do it over and over again. Cool thing about the business is everyone that we buy from usually is a repeat customer, right? So guys, this video is about consistency in the flipping diabetic test strip business. I feel that, people lack consistency in this business. From the people, I feel like from what I've seen, I'm in the groups, I'm in all of these little, you know, I'm in the loop with everybody doing the business. And there's not a lot of people who are full-time. There's not a lot of people who are doing really, really well. And it's not because the business doesn't work, right? Because I was on a phone call with someone, and I told someone this, someone who wanted to get into the business. I told someone this. They was talking about their town, their city, and they're just like, I wonder why. You know what I mean? They kind of had that thought, like, I wonder why. Like, man, maybe this doesn't work. I'm like, it's not that. It's just that in this industry, sometimes some people that get into this, they might have not ran a business before. So they treat this like a hobby, which in turn they're not consistent with the business. Even though everyone that gets in this business makes money, literally in the first month, everyone. I don't know one person that could tell me they didn't make no money in this business. But I see that people have a hard time with consistency. They're not they're not um, they're not marketing all the time. They're not going on pickups. They're not constantly trying to build their business. Now, on the flip side, the people who are doing well in this business, they have all those traits, right? They continue to keep growing. They get they're always getting over the hump. And all of us all have roadblocks, whether you're doing $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $20,000 a month. Each one of us have a certain roadblock. You know, there's something that's stopping us from getting to the next level. The ones who eventually, a year from now, elevate, they've gotten over that hump, right? And the ones who don't, and usually what happens is they just stay at that level or they end up quitting. And it doesn't have nothing to do with this business. But to be honest with you, if this your first time getting into business, period, this is the business to get into, because it's, as you're learning, you're gonna make money. Everything else that you see, all the other business opportunities, it's gonna be super hard to make money, because you gotta find the sweet spot in that business and all this other stuff. With this thing, these supplies are there. You can literally start tonight and find supplies right now and people ready to sell to you, literally. So this is super easy, and you're making money very fast your first month. But, people don't have that business mindset, right? There's excuses of why they're not going hard, right? You guys probably have great ideas, you're not implementing them for whatever reasons, right? You got these things in your head, oh, I don't think that might work, or this, that, and the third. Instead of just taking action and then just figuring it out on the way, right? You tried this, that didn't work. You tried this, that worked a little bit. Let's refine that, try it again. That's what people do in business, period. And a lot of people don't have that business mindset. And I like to talk about this topic because after being on hundreds of calls with different people who want to get into this business, or people who already are my students, and you seeing the successful ones and seeing the ones who not, the difference is the people who are successful in this business, students I have, they just went out and did what they were supposed to do. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't have any students who I told them to do something and they did it and it didn't work. Majority of the time, people just didn't even try, or they did the really bare minimum. You know what I mean? So after a while, I started to notice that it wasn't this business, because this is the easiest thing in the world. It wasn't this business. It was it was the mindset, um, and that was stopping them from being consistent, taking consistent action and stuff like that. So now when I talk to people all the time, now when I talk to people, I say, hey, I'm gonna teach you this business, but I'm also gonna teach you how to run a business. You know what I mean? And I have my days too. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. Obviously, I'm still growing, but there's areas in our lives that we know we need to take action, right? Like if you know you're not doing bookkeeping correctly or something like that, you need to go and get it done, right? You know that you don't have a Facebook page yet for your business. You need to go get it done, right? Say you've been in the business for a while. Um, you don't have your business entities set up correctly. You need to get it done. You're letting you let these things just keep prolonging, and probably the reason is because you probably don't believe in that, and that's what's stopping you from taking consistent action. Everybody could be successful in this business. Everyone could be successful in any business, honestly. But this business, anybody could be successful. It's just about being consistent and taking consistent action, and you'll blow up overnight, especially with this business. All the big dogs in this game that I talked to, they got their ducks in a row, like all across the board. And that there ain't no big dog in this business who is just winging it. Not one. They all got their ducks in a row, right? Their bookkeeping, their their systems, their processes in the business. You know what I mean? They put the grind in, they put the hustle. There's a couple extra there's hours that they gotta, there's some overtime hours that the business requires because you're running your own business. They get it done. You know what I mean? So when you see that and you're talking and networking with these people who are doing better than you in this business, and you see those traits, you got to look at yourself and say, "Damn, if I want to get to that level, I gotta buckle down. I gotta take consistent action. I gotta make sure all my ducks is in a row." You know what I mean? Um, so with the people who's in this business already, you guys gotta buckle down, have all your ducks in a row. You gotta take consistent action all the time. You know what I mean? And for the newbies coming in, I think you should identify first, be real with yourself on what you want from the business. Do you want to do part time? Do you want to go full time? Right? Part time definitely can make $2, 3, $4,000 a month, easy. Part time definitely can hit 10, 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Identify that first. Then you reverse engineer that and say, okay, I only want to give this amount of hours to the business. You know what I mean? I'm consistently marketing through the month, but I'm only doing it once a week or whatever. You know what I mean? But all my ducks are still in a row, right? And you're running this thing still like a business, but you're doing it on a part-time level. You know, you gotta get into the habit of saying, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it. But when you guys set these goals up that are not attainable because you're not ready, but you're just saying it, it kind of messes things up for you. You know what I mean? So identify what you want to do. I'm going part time with this and I'm good, or I'm trying to get to the next level. All right, trying to get to the next level. I go over your week, your month with you. Okay, what you do? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do that? Do you got that? You don't got none of that stuff. You ain't did none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, consistency, guys. That's the biggest thing. We all have our days where we're tired. But when you look at it, like what are some of the most successful people in the world doing? They're getting over that hump. You know what I mean? They're getting over it. And only thing that's happening to all of us that we all have in common is time. Time is just going. You know what I mean? So, figure out what you guys want to do. You guys jump in this business, take it seriously, do all the steps that's required, build on it, fail, fall, get back up, continue to keep moving. All right, guys, I got a course, link below. Book a call with me or text me or whatever. Like this video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Peace.